Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of She Plays Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn with Kovu here. Last time we got here, we were accused of being a kidnapper, the one who signaled the pirates in the first opening cutscene. Apparently, everyone thinks that we're evil. We're aligned with the pirates and we're kidnapping all the people. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible! Isn't that right, Baderon? But it's okay. I'm your whatever's cousins, brothers, nieces, nephews, sister's aunt. So anyway, Baderon, you have a quest for us. You can tell he has a main storyline quest. Tell us, how shall we progress in the game? He's the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Well, what are the fundamentals of adventuring? I guess we're just gonna have to find out. Right then, let's start you off nice and easy with 3 tasks, what'll help you get used to life here in Limsa. Firstly, if you'd head down the floor, then point your nose to the west, you'll get an eyeful of the great glowing crystal in the middle of the courtyard. That's an Aetheryte. A device what can move ye from one place to another in the blink of an eye. Ain't no swifter way to travel, providing there's an Aetheryte where you want to go, of course. Have a chat with the yellow jacket and guard down there, and you'll be treated to a lecture on the workings of the device. Afore ye do that, though, remember to touch the thing. Strange as it sounds, it won't work till you have. Second on the list is the marketplace. You'll find weapons and armors and all your adventuring bits and pieces for sale in the district what lies beyond the Aetheryte. Don't go throwing your gil around just yet, though, or you'll be get fleeced quicker than you can say, "Why is me coin purse so light?" Up a wood with swords. Why did I read it like that? Okay, up a wood with supposed plate. Instead, ease to the hood of the merchant's guild, by the way. Give him this old octant and he'll treat you well. For the last of me helpful hints, I suggest you meet with fellow spell slingers at the Arcanist Guild. I guarantee you'll learn a few new tricks for your tome if you decide to join their crew. Murray at the front desk is the one to get you started. Got all that, lad? Seeing to them 3 tasks will take you to the jaunt around the city and help you work out where everything is. Now I'd best be getting on. Run along, eh? Bugger that, there I go sending you off without telling you something crucial. That bloody calamity's made a right bloody mess of me memory, I swear. Well, that or the ale. Any road. While you're out, if you happen to pass any poor sods that look like they might need your help, consider giving their tale a woe listen, eh? Sounds like chore, I admit, but ye never know what interesting opportunities could be lurking out there, just waiting for you to stumble on them. You're like to find yourself running odd errands in the beginning, but once you build a reputation as men folk can trust, the jobs will get harder and the rewards more generous. And that, my lad, is how you go about becoming a legend among adventurers. Thanks, man. Thanks. You've been awfully helpful. You have been so helpful. So we have to locate 3 different places. We have to attune ourselves to the Aetheryte found in lower decks. We need to listen to the explanation of the markets, and we need to visit the Arcanist Guild. Now, he also said, he's like, oh, it's a very important. You'll see NPCs, well, people, citizens of Limsa, who have problems of their own. Like Nania here. Nania, what is wrong? Making a name? You're gonna give me Earth Shards and 2 potions? Oh, you're amazing. But Nania, tell me your problems. Well, would you look at this? A shiny new adventure. Listen close, lad. I've some information that might just help you put you on the map here in Limsa. I was passing through Bulwark Hall below not long ago and saw a bunch of herbs just scattered on the ground. Now, I'm not entirely certain, but I think they might have been the black market wares known as dream flowers. Oh? Limsa is a busy port, and not all the merchants that blow in across the strait are above board, if you know what I mean. How'd the plans end up in the mizzenmast? Who knows? Might have been a good deal gone bad. The important thing is, you make a name for yourself by handing them in. Speak to Skinrail, and she'll get you down to the first floor. Then all you have to do is pick up the herbs and take them to at the octant. Being a worldly captain, he knows a thing or 2 about such shady goods. Well, thank you, Nania. I'm gonna be a hero. I'm gonna find some illegal herbs, which I don't know why you didn't pick them up, but there's illegal herbs scattered about Limsa. We're gonna pick them up, and we're gonna have to, hand them in. We'll be like, hey, you found them, and you didn't even use them. Okay, Skiderail, left attendant. Tell me. All right. Oh, first thing first, before we finish talking to you, there is a different icon above your head. Well, you're like, well, that's not the quest icon, that's not the main scenario quest icon, that's not the quest turn-in icon. What is that? Well, this icon is the icon to show you that, hey, this is the next branch of one of the quests that you are currently on. It looks like a little Batman shield, or a little airship, or something. I don't really know how to describe it. Some sort of shield turned to its side, or whatever, or you can even almost see a cat. Anyway, or it's an arrow. It might be an arrow. I don't know, whatever representation the devs were going for. But hey, the fact of the matter is, it's not an exclamation point, nor is it a check mark. So ye wish to visit Bulwark Hall below. The crow's lift is ready when you are. Will I take the crow's lift? Well, if I don't, I won't be able to progress in the storyline, so hells yeah, I'm gonna take that shiitake mushrooms. Limb settlements of the lower decks! Welcome. Alright, so now we're finally out of the opening little area there, so we're finally able to encounter other players. Other players, you can tell that they are other players because their names are blue, and of course they're moving around randomly, and they have their little carbuncles and all that other stuff, and of course they're ready for action. So, you'll notice as soon as you take the lift down, you will see the illegal herbs laying all over. But hey, it won't let me pick it up. I'm clicking on it as often as I can. Well, of course, Jessica, you can't pick it up that way. You can't left click it. You gotta right click it. Oh my goodness. Then you'll have Kovu interact with those illegal herbs. Now we've collected 1 out of 6. Very handy little feature to be like, hey, this is what you have. But of course, that's like in every MMO, of course. Oh my goodness, Jessica, you're retarded sometimes. I know I'm retarded sometimes, but hey, you know. Oh my goodness, it's Laishan Phoenix! He doesn't know who I am, but I'm gonna wave to you anyway. Congratulations on being the first member of Distant World, you can tell he's in Distant World, to show up in my Let's Play. Hey, Laishan, okay, so how do you feel? Oh, you can walk away now. Oh. Well, whatever. He doesn't know who I am. I never told people what I was going to name my characters. Oh, but he waved to me anyway! Yay! Awesome! That just goes to show you how friendly everyone is in this game. Like, he didn't even know who I was, and just because I waved to him, he's like, you know, I'll wave back. Oh, that's just... everyone is super friendly in this game. But, I mean, you know, he continued on with his little adventure there. Oh, won't he be surprised when he finds out who I am? Alright, so we're going to finish up gathering up these illegal, quote-unquote, herbs. And then, oh, well, would you look at that little green check mark popped up. Hello, I've got these illegal herbs for you. Yes, I am. You have some herbs you wish me to examine. Of course I do. Alright. So, when you have item turn-in quests, you will be given a trade menu. This is an NPC trade menu, which is a little bit different from the trade menu that you'll get when you're trading with other characters. Or other players. Excuse me. You'll notice over here it tells you what the item is that they need. All you have to do is hover over it and it'll tell you, hey, you know, this is it. He needs 6 of them. You can hand over, but of course, I didn't give it to him yet, so of course I can't hand it over. So I will look for the items that he wants, which is in my inventory. It says key items. I'll right click and hand over, and then hand over once more, and he took it. Yes, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. What the fuck? Now, where was I? Yes, okay. So, we handed in nothing. Yes, as you suspected, these are highly illegal blooms known as dream flowers. They are the prime ingredient in the creation of somnus, a substance whose fragrance is said to lull the sniffer's mind into a sleep of death. Ooh, we found some dangerous flowers! Forgive me, I couldn't resist the jest. These herbs are not more than lavender, a common enough export from Limsa Laminsa. In fact, these probably spilled from crates that were loaded onto my very own ship. What? We felt important there for a second. I think someone has been having a bit of fun with you, son, but not to worry, you've learned a few things and made a new acquaintance. Well met. So it wasn't really illegal herbs and I was only handing in lavender? Fine. Take your lavender, man. Take it. And give me new quests. By way of thanks for delivering me scattered lavender, I have a nugget of information that may prove useful to you. You see, I was recently approached by an unkempt seafarer, which is not, I admit, particularly unusual for a man of my profession. What was unusual was that he offered a generous sum of gil to be introduced to any adventures I might know. In my experience, sailors are not known to carry such wealth of coin about their person, especially with the alehouses of Limsa Lominsa so close at hand. Kidnappings have not been uncommon these past moons. I suggest you take this information and speak to Glazrael, the guard who stands at the entrance of East Hawker's Alley. It never hurts to show a spirit of cooperation to the authorities, lad. Oh, so we get to be a little snitch this time. But oh, there's another Distant World member. You're going to see Distant World members all over the place. Because we a big link shell. We are. Pretty soon I will actually get this guy into Distant World. Alright, so we have the Aetheryte. Simply right click it and you will see your character attuning to it. You attune to the Aetheryte. Another novice adventurer. Baderon has sent more than a few of your kind this way of late.
Oh, it's you. I'm Sandonal, one of the Yellow Jackets tasked with keeping the peace in the city. It is also my charge to provide guidance in the use of this device. Fear not, I shall be brief.
Well, I certainly hope so. No one else has been brief.
Aetherytes are crystalline structures that tap into ethereal energies. They are primarily used as means of to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the Aetherytes and their connection to the flow of ether. And as these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will risk to seek out and attune himself to each one. Once you have expanded your horizons beyond the walls of the city, you will soon find yourself performing an act of attunement as a matter of course. There is, however, no need for unseemly haste. The Aetherytes found in and around the city will be sufficient for the present, I assure you. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherytes or transportation magic, I will be here to answer your questions.
Long story short, touch these crystals and you can teleport from any crystal that you touch, using the return spell or the teleport spell. Now, the difference between the return spell and the teleport spell, you'll notice right here you have your return, which is a little house, and then you've got your teleport, which is up here, but of course it says the teleport is blackened out. That's only because you can't use it. Now, return spell returns you to the place where you've set your home point. If you wish to set your home point, unfortunately you can only do it with these big crystals. You can't do it with the little crystals that I will show you later. So if you right click it, you'll be given a set of options. Aetheryte, set home point, register favorite destination. Now, since this is a city, we're going to register this as one of our favorite destinations. Say yes. Then we're going to right click it. And if the Aetheryte right here, if I touch one of the little crystals around the city, I will click on that. Now, currently I don't have any because, of course, I just got here. And you can actually teleport anywhere that you have already touched within the city. That's what that one's for. In order to teleport to other places that are not in the city, you have to use teleport or set your home point anywhere else. So, our next destination is on the map. We just hit M to bring up the map, like pretty much any other MMO. And we're going to talk to Sweet Nick's Rosy Cheeks here, the little goblin. For you Final Fantasy XI players, you should recognize this little man, and of course he has made himself quite well known. Well, excuse me, she has made herself quite known in the Final Fantasy universe of online games. So let's go ahead and accept her quest.
Psh, psh. Sweetnix is beauteous gobby and craftsmart tradesmaker. Sweetnix makes busy deal with uplanders. Need deliver later to Gate of Melbourne, but Sweetnix has shivery shakes. Uplander walks to Gate of Melbourne for Sweetnix. Uplander delivers letter to tax lady for Tharja.
So, you want me to deliver a letter to the tax lady because you are scared of the tax lady. Is she an evil lady? Oh my goodness. Guess we're gonna have to find out. Glasriel, you are the next part of one of the quests. That is disturbing news. Your initiative is appreciated, adventurer. I'll have the captain place the Yellow Jackets on high alert. And while I have your ear, I need you to visit Ferdwib and tell her the same thing you told me. You'll find her a bit further down East Hawker's Alley. Ferdwib frequent dealings with adventurers, so any warnings you give her should soon spread throughout the village. I think... Oh, Nicodemus! Nicodemus Highwind! Hello! Welcome. Welcome. Alright. You are also... No, you're a paladin, you can see, because they are wearing paladin gear, and they have a wind-up airship. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? But I think they're looking at the market board right now, so they don't even know what's going on. We'll go look at that later, but until then, we're going to continue with our quest. Swazblade! Ah, he is. This one's slightly different. This is basically the same thing, only with the icon. It's the continuation to the main scenario quest. A fine day to you, sir. Welcome to the most replete marketplace in the grand realm of Eorzea, where every shelf groans under the weight of wonders born from all four corners of the world. Pray browse the stalls until your eyeballs ache from oogling the overabundance of unbelievable bargains. Now, as much as I would love to elaborate upon the unrivaled quality of our merchandise, I must tend to some cargo recently arrived in the docks. You bear a gift from Baderon. Whatever could it... Ah, my oxen! By the navigator, I must have left it behind at the winch, along with a week's pay and several bells worth of intoxicated memories. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Let's give you that back. I am most grateful to have it back. This tool is a keepsake from my days as a ship captain, you see. Needless to say, your good deed must be repaid, and what better recompense than the wisdom of a master merchant? It is simple and sturdy adventuring equipment you seek. You need look no further from the east and west arms of Hawker's Alley. Lest you doubt, each gil you invest in arms and armor will be money well spent. Adventuring is, after all, a dangerous profession by its very nature. It goes without saying that Hawker's Alley boasts stalls specialized in the tools of every martial discipline imaginable. And within but a few steps are bazaars and apothecaries that will most amply supply your potion and perishable needs. Our keen-eyed agents procure a frankly befuddling range of wares during their sojourns in distant shores, so it pays you to become familiar with the type and price of the goods offered by each stall. Such knowledge will serve you well if your purse is light or your time is short. Ah, but verbal instructions of this kind will only profit you so much. Experience has ever been the surest teacher, if not the kindest. I invite you to explore the markets for yourself. Very well, we will be exploring the markets for ourselves, but first we're going to turn in this, and then we're going to call it a day. Hey, Ferdweb. Greetings, sir. Might I interest you in the services of a retainer? What's this? Some suspicious seafarers on the prowl for gullible adventurers? A possible suspect in the recent kidnappings, you think? Well, I'll be sure to pass on the warning to my customers. What with all the merchants and travelers milling through Hawker's Alley, these kinds of unsavory activities can often go unnoticed. In any case, I promise to keep a sharp lookout for anyone being accosted by strange-looking sailors. Thank you, you keep an eye out. Alright, quest complete. Oh, and look at that, another Distant World member right next to us. Rosary Abe. Nice to see you, Rosary Abe. How you doing? How you doing? You don't know who I am, but that's okay. I'm gonna wave to you anyway. Alright! So, anyway, I will see you guys on the next episode of She Plays Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn with Kovu here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we're gonna continue with our quest line next time.